So recently, I had planned to shoot a video and came to the realization that I just wanted to build something. So this is one of those problems of where to video or not to video. And I chose not to video. Hello, my friends. Chris Mason here. So, do you ever have one of those projects where you had planned to shoot the whole thing out, set up cameras, plan out how you're going to build, and then during the course of setting up, you just decided not to do that? I recently went through a major health issue, and I was just looking for a project to build and just sort of forget and have fun making something. I understand people need to, for their YouTube channels, I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, they need to, get a lot of content out there. But, sometimes you just want to build something, and, occasionally it can be a hassle to set up a camera, get the angle right, check to make sure your footage looks good. Sometimes I just like to build something and not worry about whether I'm getting every angle on camera and in focus and how I'm going to edit it when it's all done, which is one of my favorite things to do, is to edit. I had an idea for a project. I had thought, I would set up my cameras and videotape it and cover it, the whole process of the build. And in the process of setting up for it, it became sort of intrusive. And, to set cameras up and plan out what you were going to shoot and do the project, and it was really interfering with the creative process. Bottom line, I just wanted to build something. I just needed a little therapy, a little escape from my health issues, and to build something, fill that void. And finding that I was trying to set up camera angles and lights and make sure I covered everything, just became a hassle. I've been making, as far back as I can remember. I'm fairly new to this whole YouTube thing. Only a couple of years posting videos, but like I said, I just wanted to build something. And the whole reason that I love to make stuff, you get into a rhythm. This project that I was working on, I just had an idea. I didn't have any great plan. I just enjoyed the process of as it evolved, and it was telling me what it wanted to be, and just being there hands-on, working on this in sort of a free form process. That's what I enjoy. And the fact that sometimes in making these videos, we got to set up cameras and think about angles and lights and editing and all this yada yada yada. That's all fun. I love that. That's all part of the process. But in this instance, I just wanted to make something. And I kind of stressed out about it before. And then I just thought, sometimes it's okay not to video your project. It's all right. You can just make something just to give yourself the pleasure of doing it. And that's what I did. So I just wanted to build something and make myself happy, get my hands dirty. And that's what I did. And, the end of the day, it's okay not to video everything for the content of our YouTube channels. So the project I was working on is a spinner flying car inspired by the movie Blade Runner. I had recently watched the film again and thought, I have a model kit from a previous project with a bunch of leftover parts, and why not transform that into a car inspired by the film Blade Runner?
Climber maintain 4,000. When approach to bad signals.
So this build was inspired by the spinner in Blade Runner. I wasn't replicating an exact spinner as we saw in the film. I was thinking, you know, the regular beat cops would have sort of the standard black and white police car, and that's sort of where this build went. I want to end this video and just say that, you know, do and make what makes you happy. If you want to pull out an old project and build that, set up all the cameras and the lights, then do that. If you want to do a project just for yourself, off camera, do that as well. You know, this whole YouTube environment and the feeling that you just got to provide content every day, every week, sometimes can be a grind, and it's okay not to video. So with that said, please hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate all the comments and all the likes, and we will see you next time.